crazy. You just dig them up, stick them in the ground, and they grow. Yep. Very, very, I love how they turn the green and the red. But I'm going to drive over to the pond and check on it. I'll be back with you guys. Well, me and the dogs walked down here yesterday, and I pulled this vine. I don't know if you can barely see it because it just blends in out of some of those hollies. And it's amazing how much we've cleaned up, and of the vines that are still up in the trees, how they're falling. But I've just been trying to stack them up in one spot. But little frogs, real pleased with how the pond's doing. Yeah, it's you can tell on that side just a little bit that it's going down, but it's not going down like it was before. There's Camo. Frogs everywhere. Everywhere. We just need to get some fish now. Well, we got to make sure it stays up first. But yeah, it's went down some. But I'm happy with how it's actually sealing itself now and retaining it for a while. It's overcast today. There's Maggie over on her side. She loves this pond, I tell y'all. Every time we're down here, she loves this pond. But me and her and June, there he is. He's in the side by side. Had run in town to get feed and got it all mixed up. And then decided to cut a little bit of wood. And we'll go back up there and I'll show you how much I've got accomplished. And then we'll be back. Now this is the pile I decided to start working on. I got the two bigger ones. This is what I've gotten cut up so far. That was the two bigger branches that were laying out this way. I made a little bit of a dent in it. I think the chainsaw will pretty much be able to cut all that up, excluding, well, no, it should get that one, maybe the bottom part of this one. But yeah, it cut those up no problem. The only thing is, I mean, I think I got those two long branches that were bigger like that cut up in a battery. The batteries went dead. So, I mean, for little chainsaw's good, but for continuously cutting up firewood, the small stuff is fine. But when you start to cut bigger stuff, you really need I think a gas chainsaw. But yeah, that's what I decided just out of the blue. I'm like, let's cut up some wood. And I wanted to get on this pile because it's just sitting here. So I've got two of the batteries on the battery charger. It takes about an hour for them to charge up. Then I'll have to put the other two, and they take about an hour. So I may come back. Look at them two roosters. Leghorn. It's all Leghorn. Leghorn, cut it out, man. And the hen's over there going to pull his feather. Oh, Brownie, he just likes to antagonize. Look at him. Leghorn, leave him alone. He's going to get... Oh. When he raises his hair up, she's getting in the back of his neck and getting in the little feathers. That is so crazy. Roosters. And, you know, he's the only one that does it. Why this rooster bothers Leghorn, I do not know. What are you doing, young gun? Got to see his brother the other day. And they look so much alike, except for his brother. You can see a little bit in his tail. He's got some black, but his brother has big black feathers. So, just as pretty as can be. Leghorn, he just ain't right. Ain't right. But yeah, it felt like it was going to rain. And I had my jacket on and took it off, but everybody's doing good. Got Dutton and Mama turned out. But it's kind of interesting on these hickories. When I cut one of them a while ago, a bunch of the real dark sap came out, and it was out of one of the small ones. But yeah, all this will probably get split up. The smaller stuff, maybe something this size, I might try and split it, but those will definitely get split. These small ones probably will not. And I don't know if you guys ever watch Brooke and Dave Whipple. I think it's Dave. Anyway, Bush Radical. And his wife, Brooke, has Girl in the Woods. And they do a lot of, I mean, I don't know how many cabins they've built, but he had some good information. It was one of his older videos that I watched while I've been under the weather. And, you know, it's nice to gain knowledge from other individuals that have already been, like, so splitting this stuff. He recommends getting a bigger axe that has a dull head on it. Cuts down the risk of accidents and you hurting yourself. And then hatchets and stuff for like lemon, you know, taking limbs off of trees, and make sure if you're using a small hatchet that it's sharp. But and he said same thing with a hatchet, if you're going to use it for splitting wood, to make sure that the head of it and the blade of it's dull. He says you never really want to split wood with a sharp blade. So, I mean, there's a lot of YouTube information out there, and it's really good. And if any of y'all are up in the Connecticut area and looking for like a sawmill, track sawmill, I think that's what my son has. He's put his on sale on Facebook. I seen it. His name is Colton Ray, and he's up in North Franklin, Connecticut. And it's the mill that he's done all of his, you know, he's been felling his own trees and milling his own lumber, and it's really, really served them well. So they have some other things that if you're up in that area, that they're just trying to downsize some. So I'm just going to hang out for a little while the batteries charge. Still no windows, but let me take y'all up there and show y'all some stuff. I can't remember if I told you guys, so I guess it was Wednesday. My cousin called me. And I might have already told y'all, you know, not making a video every day, you forget what you've already videoed. So if I've already told y'all, I apologize. But I don't think I have, but I may have. Anyway, she called me for soffit boards. And I said, yeah, because I knew I didn't need them for this build. But I knew I could use them. If y'all see that gable ends, there we go. If you see the gable ends down there, they are not enclosed. So he gave me some same stuff as this hardy board to use as soffit material for those, and I think they're the perfect length. I may have to trim them up as far as the width, but I think they're going to be the perfect width to get up there. Yeah, that's going to be fun, but I do have a taller ladder now. So do that, and then I'll probably get a couple of the vents, maybe put one on one side, one on the other, or two on one side, just airflow, both in the front and in the back, and then paint them black. And then I picked up that door. Can't remember if I showed y'all. It's one of the blinds, and we were going to fit it here. This opening is like 38 1/4. That door's for 32, so they're going to have to get some more 2x6s and just bring it in some. I think we'll be able to do that, and that'll be fine. And then we got some light fixtures, kitchen faucet, a shower, stuff, and then the valves for the shower. But the majority of those back there are all different light fixtures. You can barely see. There's a bunch of for the can lights, the recessed lighting. I think there's 16 of them. I'll just have to get the cans. And then the Amazon box has my barn rails for my barn doors that are going to go in the bedroom. One on this door and one on that door, because I've got some old antique doors that my neighbor's given me. That's what I'm going to do with those. And got some outside fixtures, lights to go by each of the doors, so each of the doors will have a light. But he's trying to downsize, and he knows I'm on a limited budget. Now, he didn't give me everything, but he gave me a lot of stuff. I mean, might as well just gave it to me. But so I have been up and out a little, just not a lot of energy. So it kind of is nice that the battery runs out when you're cutting all that wood up, and it gives you a break, so you're not just sitting there bending over, cut, and you can take a break in between it. Maggie, she's so crazy. But besides that, nothing much going on. I hadn't heard nothing about my doors or the windows. And I'll probably try to text one of them and find out if they know anything. But I haven't really, since I've been kind of under the weather, been feeling better, just not a whole lot of energy. Yeah, I talked to the neighbor for a little while yesterday. She was out trying to, bless her heart, her big old brush pile. She had another tree over there. Let me see if I can zoom out and y'all can see it over there. Another tree over right in there. So, well, sorry about that. Anyway, she had another, and she was cutting some of it, but while she was cutting it, sorry, I want to stay zoomed out. So she had set her brush pile on fire, and it was burning pretty good, and they just died. Kind of like the same thing ours did last week or the week before last, whatever I was burning down there. So hadn't really been in the mood to burn. Trying to let all this congestion get out. I still have a little bit in my chest, but not a lot. But besides the chickens, it's just so quiet out here. So, I mean, I'm getting back to my old self, but I got tired of kind of seeing that all just laying there, so I figured I'd do some of it. I mean, besides the 2 big logs, I might be able to get all the small stuff cut today and then work on the bigger logs later. But my batteries have to charge. So, with that said, I'm going to wait for the batteries to charge and then go back to work for a little bit and cut some wood. And thank y'all for all the comments. Thank y'all for watching the videos. Thanks to the new subscribers. Thanks to the loyal old subscribers. And if y'all like the content, y'all know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed to the other ones that may catch us over on X, because I do post the videos on X and Facebook after upload them, get them uploaded to YouTube. Rumble, for whatever reason, it was supposed to do an automatic thing. I set it up to do an automatic thing. to upload them, you know, one at a time. And then for a while it was working. There's like 30 something videos, and then it kind of messed up. And on Rumble it's kind of different because it's not uploading. There's Texas Girls Farm, but it's associated with God's Justice. That was something I started a long time ago when I was watching a lot of the YouTubers and stuff that had moved over to Rumble, and I had made my handle as God's Justice, hoping that God will bring justice to those people that are doing things that they shouldn't be doing. But you know, it's not for us to decide. That's all in His timing. But with that said, we're gonna let y'all go. I'll try to do a video tomorrow. If it, depending on the weather, I may try to get something burning. We'll see. But anyway, y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.